How does Anthropic use reinforcement learning? Have you ever wondered how artificial intelligence can learn from human feedback? Anthropic, a new tech startup, is making waves in the AI world with its innovative approach to reinforcement learning. So, how does this company utilize this technology? Let's break it down. Anthropic primarily applies reinforcement learning through a method called reinforcement learning from human feedback. This technique is designed to fine-tune large language models to behave in ways that are helpful and aligned with human values. The process starts with humans ranking different responses generated by the model to the same prompt. This ranking creates a dataset of preferred outputs. Once this dataset is ready, it is used to train a preference model. This model scores responses based on how well they align with human preferences. During the reinforcement learning phase, the language model, often referred to as the student, receives rewards or penalties based on the scores from the preference model. This encourages the model to generate outputs that better match human judgment. Interestingly, once the preference model is trained, the reinforcement learning phase can proceed without direct human input. This makes the training process more scalable and efficient. Anthropic also extends this approach with a method called constitutional artificial intelligence. Instead of relying solely on human feedback, this method uses a set of explicit principles or a constitution written in plain English. In this setup, a judge language model evaluates whether the student model's outputs comply with these principles. These principles include avoiding harmful, offensive, or inaccurate content. The student model is then reinforced to produce outputs that align more closely with these guidelines. This innovative approach allows AI models to supervise each other, reducing the need for costly human labeling while still maintaining safety and alignment. The reinforcement learning process at Anthropic typically involves two main phases. The first phase is the supervised learning phase. Here, the model generates responses, critiques them, and revises its outputs based on these critiques. This helps improve its initial behavior. The second phase is the reinforcement learning phase. In this phase, the model samples multiple outputs, and either the preference model or the judge model selects the better response. The model is then trained using reinforcement learning to maximize the likelihood of producing preferred responses. This cycle is often repeated iteratively, with frequent updates to the preference or judge models, allowing for continuous improvement. From a broader perspective, Anthropic's use of reinforcement learning represents a significant step toward creating AI systems that can improve their behavior based on feedback mechanisms that mimic human judgment. This approach helps tackle challenges in AI safety and adaptability, making it practical to deploy AI assistants that are both useful and safe in real-world applications. In summary, Anthropic uses reinforcement learning by training language models with human preference data through preference models and by employing AI-driven evaluation guided by a constitutional framework. This combination enhances the model's ability to generate helpful and aligned outputs while reducing reliance on direct human intervention during training.